I have a fuzz on my mic.
Fuzzy microphone.
Cool.
The beginning is just gonna be.
Yeah. Well, I will. Like, I've got monitoring, so I'll let you know if there's any issues like that. That's all good. Hello YouTube. As always, my name's Alexi, and I'm here with the cast of Miamorii. I'll put it that way. And so this is Rena.
Hi.
And that's Kyle.
That's me. I'm Kyle.
Yeah, and that's Cam, who is streaming through a potato. So,
True story.
True story. So this is the second episode of this podcast. The first one is going up soon, and I will let you guys know later when the date of this is when it's going to go up. It's got to go through edit first and all that. We've got lots to talk about. So I'm going to start off with. So we're going to discuss the music industry, creativity, mental health, and a bit more. And some other fun stuff that Kyle has less idea. That Cam has less idea than you guys do because he wasn't here.
True.
So...
True. Are you wearing your breakaway shorts, Cam?
I have breakaway shorts.
Yeah, I thought you were bringing them. You wearing them?
Oh, are we supposed to do that?
Well,
Did you wear yours?
we'll have to cut that part out. Yeah, I wore mine. What do you fucking mean? You're not in the group chat before this?
So the first question I've got for you guys, and sort of feel free to jump in. That's all good. Don't worry too much about if you start talking over each other. I can edit that down. That's fine. So where, in your eyes, where is the Miamorii project right now? Like, what's your current focus, and what are you doing currently?
What are we doing, boys?
Oh boy.
Making bangers.
Making bangers, basically. Another day.
What would we say our focus? I mean, I guess our focus right now is getting our next song done.
Yeah, we got some tracks in the pipeline. We're chipping away at.
Bunch of new
music.
So you're in the writing and recording process, like kind of just like getting some production going. Cool.
Always.
Yeah, we're basically always. We do like single releases. We don't do. Well, we have an EP we're working on, but we've done single releases, so we're always working on something, like a lot music wise. So we have always something that's cooking. But we bought a bunch of live equipment, so we're getting ready for that. Hopefully in the summer.
Awesome. And I mean, one of the ways that I figured was a good way to run this channel and these podcasts is basically I do no research, so that you guys can tell me, and the chat people in the comments who have been amazing can tell me what you guys are all about. So you talk about you've done EP and you've done singles. So have you done one EP and a bunch of singles, and like, are you planning to do an album, or have you done multiple EPs so far?
We haven't released an EP yet. We have one in the works. We've had 5 singles out, and we're working on a 6th. Yeah, Cam, we have 5.
Oh.
And then we have an EP that we have like 5 or 6 songs on. That's in the works. It hasn't been released yet.
No. It's like almost an album. It'll be like 45 minutes long, so maybe it's an album, but I don't know. 6 songs.
Nice. And so as you guys are building your sort of your repertoire and building up your following, which seems to be going really well. You guys are smashing it from what I can see. What's the thing that excites you the most right now? Like, what's the thing that's really driving you guys forwards?
For me, quit my job. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Get me out of there. Holy crap.
Nice. What do you do if you don't mind me asking? Like, what's your current job?
I work at a specialized eye care, like eye doctor office.
Okay.
It's about as fun as you think it is.
I work at a school. I work as an MTSS assistant, and I work with like implementing tier 1 and tier 2 behavior plans for kids with behavioral challenges. I don't dislike it. I actually quite love it. It's very hard, but it's a cool job. I like it. And I get to work at my son's school, so I get to see him during the day. Not a lot though. He's not a kid that I deal with. I just get to like peek in and see him and be like, "Hi, Boogie."
That's
So
adorable.
it's nice. But I want to do this as a job. Like, I want music to be my job. So yeah, I'm right where Kyle is. I want this to be a full-time thing. 100%.
Same.
That's what we found Cam there as well at her job, so there's benefits.
Okay.
hopefully.
Okay.
What?
I just graduated middle school, actually.
I dealt with him all the time.
So
Huge behavioral challenged kid.
I am a baby. I am only 20. So, but I work in the fast food industry at
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A. So I mean, I enjoy it. You know, I work with some cool people. Really close with a lot of my managers, but good God, it is exhausting dealing with that many fucking people every day. People are just kind of mean. You know what I mean?
Customer
Like they
service
hate
is
Davis
like
work.
the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I've worked in plenty of customer service jobs, and people lose the ability to think once they go into a shop or a bar or whatever. They just
Yeah.
all sanity
Nonsense.
goes out the window. Like,
Their first day on Earth, bro. It's insane.
It doesn't get better as they age too. All of our patients are old as fuck, and they're just 10 times worse because they don't have a filter anymore. So it's like
They don't give a fuck.
I'm
Yeah.
on the opposite of the spectrum. I have the kids that don't have filters and like they grow up to be the
Yeah.
ones that are in Chick-fil-A losing their mind.
Yo, prepping them
Hell
for
yeah,
me, bro.
brother.
Yeah.
amazing.
Doing my
Amazing.
best.
I so in another lifetime ago, I used to work with kids with autism and Downs and stuff like that, and I used to have a studio, and every summer they would come for a week, and we'd teach them basics on various instruments, and we'd call them to give them an album, and they'd write 5 6 songs. I would cut it together. They would go off and kind of make a like they do the art for a front cover, and then we give them this album. So yeah, we did that for a few years, which is really cool. Really cool. Met a lot of cool.
That
So
sounds
fucking sick.
amazing.
Yeah, that's dope as hell.
Yeah. It was hard work, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And I was very grateful to meet a lot of them as well. Because one of them ended up becoming a student of mine when I was a teacher. So that was like a cool, like, hey, it's Jack. Like, that was very cool.
That's awesome.
That's so sick.
So, as you've been kind of building with this band and kind of moving forwards, have you guys had any expectations on you from other people, or is it more internal, or do you guys just like to go with the flow and take the momentum with you and see where it goes?
Definitely the latter. We're not Kyle always says we're not trying to like check boxes, and we're also not like in a box. Like we write whatever makes sense for the song that we're writing or for the story that we're telling. Like genre doesn't matter. We'll mash shit up. Like we're not looking
We're
for
professional wingers. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I like that.
Nice.
Wingers with a W, not with an S. We're not swingers.
Oh, what?
Got him.
Got him.
Keep you on your toes.
Absolutely, got
Keep
him.
on your toes.
Yeah.
We don't judge.
Yeah, there's no judgment here. Do whatever you want. But
No judgment here at all.
if you're gonna do anything, go sub to the Patreon.
Hey.
Yes,
All that live
and
gear is expansive.
I will make sure I get all the links and stuff off of you guys afterwards, and all that, and make sure that I plug your guys' Patreon, because there are definitely, you can see from a band, especially a young band, when they really care, because you can see it in the production value, you can hear it in the music, and you can just tell from it. The fact that you guys interact with your fans so much is amazing. And once I learned that, I was like, right, these guys are getting a lot of videos. Like, definitely. Never mind that I really enjoy your music. You guys clearly care, and that's what matters to me. And that's one of the reasons I started this channel was to try and give bands a voice, because it's so hard now in the industry, which we'll touch on a bit later as well, actually. So let's talk about Illuminate Me, because man, when those heavy vocals hit, I was not ready for that at all.
Your reaction was super cool. Yeah.
I liked watching your reaction. I was like,
Big dope.
that was a fun one to watch.
Good. I'm glad, because I think authenticity is very important. Just to me in my life. Never mind the reactions and stuff. Just honesty and authenticity is everything. And like I say, because I do no research, I don't know what to expect from a band. So to go in and hear your amazing voice, your clean vocals are friggin' up there. I'll try not to embarrass you too much. And
I appreciate it.
yeah, that's okay. And like, as you guys know, I've done a couple of reactions now, and I've actually recorded one more that's not up yet. And I can definitely hear that you guys just write for yourselves, for what works for you, and people will relate to that more than writing for a genre, like you were saying before. Like writing for someone else never works. So yeah, I mean, and as you guys saw, I had an emotional reaction to Illuminate Me. Like the lyrics meant a lot to me as well. So how would you describe your meaning, your identity, and kind of the creation of what you do? I'll throw this to Cam first.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, so with our music, because Kyle and I handle a lot of the instrumentations, we do that ourselves. I usually will come up with like first ideas and everything and kind of send it by the boys and see how it goes. But specifically with Illuminate Me, um what happened with that is I actually got out of a breakup. It was like a 2-year long relationship, over 2 years, and I was just kinda going through it, and I really needed, like, a medium to express myself with, and I just kinda sat down one day, and Illuminate Me kinda popped out. So it actually has a lot of emotional value to me, because even though there is, like, it fits in our universe and has a story with it, I still have my own personal, like, struggles that I've kinda poured into it, and it's really cool that, like, other people are able to feel that at least, and be sad with me because 'cause I'm just a sad boy, but, um, yeah, really just pouring your heart out into it, leaving everything out there, just being really vulnerable is really important to me, and think the boys appreciate that, seems like the fans appreciate that, and it's Kyle and Rita might be able to tell you more about, like, the meaning behind it because I just worked on instrumentation, but that's what it is for me, at least.
Okay, and Kyle, how about yourself?
I think not worrying about hitting any specific goal line or trends or like anything like that, or trying to be like, okay, well, we can't do this because we're an XYZ band or we're this band or whatever. We can't blah 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 blah. Not having to worry about all that external pressure or um obligation is freeing in so many ways. We could do whatever, absolutely whatever, which allows us to be as creative as possible, not having to worry about doing any specific one thing or the other, including the structure or who's on the track or who writes what, or like all of that's up to whatever. We have a couple of buddies that are around us that help, that will pitch in sometimes. Justin, he mastered Illuminate Me. We have Ivan, he works with some guitar stuff on the EP so far. One of my old bandmates, Sean, helped us a little bit with it. So it's just kind of like a collective pouring emotion and creativity into a bowl, and hopefully it works.
Nice. So it's like a really nice melting pot of creativity, and you just kind of whoever feels right for the track, you bring in and go, yeah, I think you'd be good for that, and that sort of thing. So and then I imagine you communicate that with each other, and you kind of bring it all together to make good music. So that sounds really cool. And how about
True.
you, Rena? Obviously, I mean, I don't know. Did you write the lyrics for this for Illuminate Me, or was it more of a collaborative effort?
It was a collaborative effort. I had started with like when Cam he'll write a song basically. He'll put it in a folder. Some of the songs that we have done has been me going through listening to some of them, finding one that I'm like, ooh, I have an idea for this one, pulling it. So I took that one and just wrote like a whole lyrics over it. And then we started from there and we changed a bunch of shit. The whole meaning of the song changed from the time that it started in the story. In the storyline is what I mean. Like in the storyline of Mia, the song meaning changed. But so yeah, so I started with like bass vocals and then or bass lyrics, and we just like changed everything around. It's a collective. We have a lyric idea thread in our Discord where people can just throw out ideas for stuff. So it's like it's always a community or a collaborative effort. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
We try to split. I know some bands, especially historically, will do like very specific credits or like, especially back in the day with royalties and stuff. And for us, it's like if you help, you just get equal split or whatever. You know, we're not making fucking money, but yeah, yeah. Yeah, as far as like
We're
all
broke.
that kind of stuff goes, like, that shit doesn't matter to us. So everyone's just
Subscribe
kind
to
of
the
getting
Patreon.
equal split. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
So yeah, go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say I know that for one of the songs I wrote most of the lyrics for, and it started out as not being, it was just me like practicing screaming basically. And I wrote lyrics that were like very personal to me and like an experience that I've been through, and they were like, that's fucking sick. We gotta use that. So then we turned it into like we made it fit within our story that we were telling. So that was cool. But it just happens. What?
Is that a painting?
Yeah.
You just
I
knew
like
straight
that.
away.
But
Love that. So Cam, before you touched a little bit on how important mental health is, and how creativity is a really good outlet for that. I mean, so obviously I won't go into it, but the story you were telling, I was just like, that's very familiar to me. Back in August, things went horribly wrong with my ex. So and then came across this band because they were touring with Ginger. Unprocessed.
Shout out Unprocessed.
Unprocessed.
Dope.
Yeah.
I saw them last year. Yeah, they're sick.
Dope. Yeah, it's such a good band. And then got to meet them as well, which was amazing. But anyway,
What?
and
I'm
yeah,
jealous.
because
What the hell?
they were just stood there after meeting Ginger. They were just there. I was just like, I love you guys.
Let's go.
It was
Hell yeah.
I'll tell you guys about it after if you want.
yeah.
Yeah. So and like just sometimes like you see a new song and you go, that sounds like something that I'm resonating with, and then you read the lyrics and go, oh my god, this is exactly what I'm going through right now. This is how I feel. And like the song "Hell" by In Process, like I was just like, this is exactly how I feel right now. Yeah. So and then sort of that's also one thing that kind of spawned this channel. Because one, I really resonated with everything that they were singing about, and two, I was just like, you know what? I love reaction channels, and there's nothing on In Process. There's nothing on Fit for an Autopsy. There's quite a few bands I love. That I was just like, I kind of wish I'd recorded my reaction. Yeah. Love Fit for an Autopsy, and I was just like, well, if I want to see that content, I should make it. So that's when I started, but and then I kind of just made an early decision to really go on underground bands and bands who need a voice, because bigger bands, I've done like Poppy and Lamb of Gods. I've got their new song coming out soon whenever it gets unblocked by YouTube.
Nice.
One of the problems, and like they don't need a voice, but but like that's sort of how you grow, and then the smaller bands,
for sure.
is how you build a community. And then fuse those two together, and there you go. And like for me, like I work, 4 to 6 days a week in the music industry, depending on how busy we are. And so, and like the reaction videos are so easy to make that it just means that I can do that, and I can do everything else, and I have time to rest. Like it's a really nice combination. So I'll start this time with Rena. what's your mental health journey been like with Miamorii? Like, how much has it helped you to progress with how you feel about yourself, and anything else you want to talk about?
Well, my mental health, okay, I should my mental
Going
health
deep.
is not awful. I've never had like after I had my son, I had like really bad, and I didn't know it at the time. I didn't know it was even a thing, but I'm pretty sure I had like postpartum rage. I know I'm like going back a little ways, but so I was like angry all the time. Uh then I just got to where I was like super, super paranoid and like anxious. So then I started Zoloft, and then I've been fine. And then since Miamorii,
Hashtag ad.
yeah,
Sponsor us.
fucking get that Zoloft. No,
Product placement.
but
Yeah,
like
no.
with Miamorii, it's so weird because like this is what I have wanted to do my entire life. Like I love singing. I've always loved singing. I wanted to be I always used to be like, I want to be a singer, you know. But that's such a dumb thing. Like when I was younger, I used to be like, that's such a dumb thing to aspire to be because I kept telling myself like that's not gonna happen. So why want that? So I don't know. But I went now that I'm in this band and it's like a literally just I don't want to say a dream come true because that sounds fucking stupid, but it is. Like this is
Aw.
what I want to do. I'm having like so much fun, but it's also really hard because I'm a mom and I work full time. So it's like there's this push and pull of I'm finally here, this is what I want to do, but what is it going to take me away from? Like my little boy is 6 years old. So that's the hardest part for me with Miyamorii is like I don't want to do anything else, but I also
Yeah.
know that there's going to be some really hard decisions to make.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's like I think it's always good to recognize that and to kind of because then you've got yourself a kind of a mental template for going things could go this way, but I'm thinking about it and I just need to know that these paths could happen. And then it's not about fighting against that. It's about just knowing when the right time is to change something or when something else needs to go by the wayside, and it can. And, you know, it's just like as long as it's justified to yourself, not to anyone else, you justify it to yourself, that's all you need, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I have a wonderful husband who he always says like, don't worry about it now. We'll figure it out when we get there, like when we have to. And so that's kind of what I've tried to think about is like, I'll figure it out when I have to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, future arena problems.
Future arena problems.
Yeah.
Present arena goated.
Like it's good to have that template there, but it's also good to enjoy the moment that you're in because when you are, like you said, when you are living the dream, live the dream. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You know, it's very, like, you know, one thing I certainly learned since last year was just like when things are going well, just enjoy it because if you start to question it, you won't enjoy life at all.
Yup.
Yeah. And then I'll go to Kyle next. How's the mental health journey been for you?
With the band specifically, it's been solid. I think we've made.
You can talk about it in a wider spectrum if you want. If you feel like you want to.
Oh, we'd be here for fucking hours, dog. You don't want to open up that fucking can of worms.
Okay, fine. Stick to what you want to stick to, man. That's fine.
I'm bald for a reason, you know. Yeah, I think overall solid. I think I got lucky with the gang so far. If we expand, hopefully we continue to be lucky. We've had our own struggles up and down. Everything luckily has been external, so fucking easy peasy on that shit. We try to be as transparent and honest with each other as possible, and it can, when you look from the outside in, when you get the glimpse at some of this stuff, it can be fucking weird, but it's healthy, I think. Because if this does go full time, when this does go full time, a lot of times, at least in my experience, I've seen or heard bands get broken up from the inside out has been because of random mental health stuff or addiction or someone's a fuck and you don't know, or, you know, like there's all the typical shit. And so being a completely remote band, the only way this works is if we're able to trust each other and just learn to work with each other. I think that's been the biggest goal internally has been since we've been a band for 2 years now. We've only been public for a year. But we worked on stuff for a full year before we released anything. Has been just the streamlining process, learning us learning each other as people, figuring out what works, what doesn't work, how to approach things. All that stuff's super important, and I think is fundamentally required for future things to work more smoothly. So
nice. And I noticed there you use the word luck a lot, and one of I'm not. I'm going to try not to sound like I'm trying to impart knowledge here, but one of my philosophies with luck is if you've worked hard to put yourself in that position, then you've made it happen. It's not luck. You've put yourself in that position for that to happen. And yes, things need to go right, and that is a kind of luck is a way to look at that. But if you've put in the work, more often than not, you will get to your objective, to your end game. So. I think seeing that as earned is, to me, is just more important than going, I was lucky. Like, yes, I was lucky that my job I have now that I love, that I had to go to university with my boss, and I happened to be on a TV set with the lighting engineer who told me about that the job was even open, and the fact that I knew the director for that TV show from a decade before. Like, all this stuff is like, oh, that was lucky. It's like, no, it's stuff that I've done, and it's earned over time, and it might have been earned from 20 years ago, but it's still earned. So that's the distinction that I make in my life, or at least has been since August anyway. It's like,
true.
Luck is one thing, but actually it's earned. And then we'll go on to Cam. You did talk a little bit about your mental health before. Hope you find what you need, dude, because that is it's a long friggin' road. My dad he's always said it. It's just like, anything bad that happens, it takes 2 years. It takes you 2 years to get over it or get through it. It takes you 2 years. I'm just like, maybe, depends on the depends. 2 years is a bit of a caption sort of thing. So how has your journey been with Miamorii?
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I won't go like crazy deep into it or anything, but I have for a while had a lot of I've struggled with mental health issues. Um I've just kind of been like that for a while, and it hasn't helped. A lot of kind of events have happened recently. I mean, I haven't been crazy open about it because I'm just kind of one of those people where I try to like hide it, which is not great, right? But um I've been through a couple like pretty rough relationships recently, and my most recent one was pretty brutal. I really was like questioning a lot about like myself, like what makes me happy, my friends, what I want to do with my life, a lot of stuff like that. And thankfully, I'm on the other side now, which is that's cool. But
True.
I mean, regarding the band, I've always known that like I want to do this with my life. Like, I was saying that shit back in 5th grade before it was cool, and everyone's like, "You're stupid." But
Pick
you know,
something
here we are.
cooler.
Yeah, like be a doctor or some shit. But
True.
here I am, and I mean, not to sound like too cringy, but like it gives me purpose. You know what I mean? Like, I have a group of like my friends that I get to do this cool shit with, and I have like a future to look forward to. That's a big part of it for me. Because if it wasn't for this, I don't know what the fuck I'd be doing. I live in my mom's basement, bro. Like, be for real.
Death
But
metal.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. No.
True. Well, healthy
And,
self-reflection, always
yeah.
good for the repertoire.
Absolutely. And I think a big thing that I've had through my life, I mean, I'm very like I don't, you guys tell me, it might come through on my videos, it might not, that I just love music. I just always have, whether that was because I was brought up on my parents brought me up on like the Beatles and ABBA and Elton John, that sort of thing. Then I got into pop music. We'll skip over that, and then and then I heard. I think the first band I heard was either just all good, all good.
Kyle's ringtone.
What's going on, Ma? I'm on a podcast right now.
Oh shit. Okay. Goodbye.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
That is staying in. That's staying in. Just so you know.
That's fine. I link it to it after. That's hilarious. But yeah, it's very obvious that you like music. It's very cool.
Okay.
There's not a lot of people. There's one of our other friends that does reactions is Johnny Foxtrot, and I feel like he was one of the first people I've seen that is a reactor that genuinely loves music and emotion. I feel like that's very rare to come by. So it's very cool that you guys are able to share. You know,
Yeah,
not a lot of people share.
No, exactly. Yeah, and you know the two guys I work with, my editor and the guy who does all my graphics. They're like I've known them for a long time, and they're both like openly emotional guys. And so you know, I think they know me so well that I think if I did anything that wasn't genuine, they'd be like, "Dude, this is not right." Like they would just tell me. So that's cool. And you know, like. I did listen to music a lot, but I never really had a passion for it until I found metal. Like once I heard Disturbed and Slipknot, because I think they were it was System of a Down and Disturbed. Because I had this tape, like you know the old tapes where you know tape player. I had one side was System of a Down, and then the other side was Disturbed the Sickness. And my now ex brother-in-law lent me that for like a week, and I was just like, this is the shit, man. This is everything.
Nice.
Took all my pop music in the bin, and then just started my love of metal, and you know never looked back. So, you know, when I come across bands who clearly care and show all that emotion, I mean, one of the reasons I love Unprocessed and Ginger and you guys and just so many bands that just really show their raw emotions, it just like you connect with it instantly and there's just no doubt. It's just like, you know, and, you know, also talented musicians like as you guys are, it just, you know, it helps you to connect because you can see the quality, you can hear the quality and you can feel the care coming through the music. And I've definitely done a lot of healing through music. Like for a while, like my breakups from 15 to whenever it was, like any breakup, I'd just Slipknot for 2 weeks. That's all I did.
Nice.
I got angry.
People are like,
yeah,
why is he so
angry? Little Iowa, fuck yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Volume 3.
Volume 3 was very emotional album. Yeah.
It's sick. It's dope.
Yeah, it's so sick. It's such a cool album. So we're going to move on to our quickfire round, which I've got a lot. So there's a lot to get through, and if you guys are like, I'm done, then just let me know and we can move on. That's fine.
Oh, fuck, no, we can go for another 2 hours.
Yeah,
I
we're good.
was gonna get prep.
Nice.
Blue pepperoni.
I just gotta be done by
Right
6
lane.
p.m. because that's when my husband and kids are leaving to go see a movie. And
What time is it now? Because I don't know what time it is.
3. We got 3
3:30.
hours.
Oh,
Yeah, we're good. We're golden.
We'll be well done by then. Don't worry about that.
We're gonna go see Iron Lung.
Yeah, they are
I'm
going to
seeing
see
that
Iron Man.
tonight.
Oh, I'm so
Ooh,
fucking hate.
lucky.
I almost bought tickets for Friday.
I don't even know what it
then,
is. I haven't seen previews or a
Markiplier,
trailer.
It's based off of a video game.
Yeah, it's like Markiplier's made a horror movie basically. Like,
Markiplier. That
Yeah,
sounds like
buddy's
sounds like Oppenheimer or something. Like
I
the
never
That
second-
is
saw
a crazy
Oppenheimer.
bridge.
I never saw
Yeah,
Oppenheimer.
Markiplier,
either.
dude. He is a nuke in his own right. Star, shine
So the-
bright like a
so-
diamond.
So the first one is overrated or underrated. So it's just one word answer. Is it overrated or underrated? Okay, and
Okay.
we'll go Rena, Cam, Kyle for this round. Okay.
Let's get it.
So touring.
Wait, say that again.
Touring. So touring music.
Oh, underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah, I would do under.
Nice. Studio. So like
He's frozen.
recording in the studio.
Oh no, you were completely frozen. You were like this for like
Okay,
5 seconds. Yeah. Sorry.
cool. Recording in the studio.
We don't record in studio, we record in our house, but I also say that's underrated. This is fun.
Okay, I'll give you two answers.
Cool.
Traditional studio could be overrated because of like time constraints and budget restraints and stuff like that. Kills creativity. Doing what we're doing, underrated because I can do whatever the fuck I want all the
True.
time. So.
I'll diddle that. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Mimic. I'll mimic that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he?
I got one. Yeah.
Clarify.
I'll diddy that.
Yep, I'll diddle Cam. Yep. Next question.
Yeah, next question. Yeah.
It's fun.
Nice. So, so this one is more. So that was just the first one. So we're gonna do a versus now. So you have to kind of pick one.
Oh, okay.
So, and we'll start with Kyle and go the other way. So we'll go the opposite
Hell
direction.
yeah.
Kyle, Cam, Rena. So writing alone versus writing with others.
It's always others for me. Alone's boring. I'm with myself all the time. Fuck that.
Been a lone guy. Like I write probably most all of our demos just like in my basement when I'm sad. So it works for me. I don't know.
Others.
Nice.
It's more fun.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. So continuing the same order. So lyrics first or music first?
Either way, it doesn't matter. Depends on what you're
You have to
writing.
choose.
Fuck, this is 50 seconds. Lyrics middle.
What is the other
I don't
one?
answer.
You
I mean,
cheater.
probably. I mean, if I had to choose one of the other, then it would just be music first.
Okay.
That's just easier.
Yeah.
Music first all the way for me because I'm an instrumental guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would pick music first, but there have been times where I've come up with a melody and then gone through Cam's songs and found a song that the melody fits in. So, but it's
Like
easier when
one-liners and
there's
shit,
music
dude, all the
first.
time. I'll be popping out one-liners all the time. I'm like, we gotta create a whole thing just for this one
Just
rhythmic
for
one-liner.
this.
Come up with.
Respect your surroundings.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one is it's more of it's not necessarily about Miamorii, but just your preference. So emotional songs or heavy songs?
Oh.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Emotional, yeah, because emotional could also be heavy.
True.
So
Fuck. I don't know. I used to be like a deathcore guy, so I used to be like into like Whitechapel and like By Art is Murder and shit.
hell yeah.
But I'm gonna go with emotional. You know, peak like Architects and shit like that. Can't beat it, bro. Heavy.
I mean,
It's kind of a hard
heavy is
question because I
fun.
feel like you
Heavy
could
is
go,
fun.
yeah,
You can
but
go
emotional
away.
could be everything. You know, you could be
well,
the heaviest
heavy-
band in America and be emotional.
Yeah, you read some of the lyrics for some of these metal bands.
Heavy just to be heavy can be boring if you're yelling about chicken nuggets and you only get 100 views. on
Don't
YouTube.
talk shit about chicken nuggets, bro.
Or
Chick nugs.
True,
I'll go emotional.
Nice.
smart.
I feel like you can do more
Peer pressure.
vocal range too with like if you have you can make a emotional song heavy. You can make a heavy song emotional, whatever. But if you have like if you're writing with emotion in mind, then there's more range of
Dopeness.
yeah, like you can do more, I feel, than if you're just strictly like, let's make a fucking heavy ass song that's
Yeah,
also
It's more
emotional.
genuine, you know what I mean?
True. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Unless your emotion is anger, then we can make a heavy one.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, angry. Oh,
And then the last one, because the what was going to be the last one is because you guys are a newer band, so it doesn't really make sense. So I'll skip that one. So yeah. So releasing music. I'll start that again. So releasing music fast versus sitting on it for a while.
oh, you always sit on it. We have a pile of shit we're sitting on, slowly chipping away. I don't think settling on stuff is ever a smart thing to do when you're trying to be artsy fartsy.
I would agree now. I wouldn't have used to have because I used to really fall into the whole like capture lightning in a bottle thing and then like don't fuck with it. But some of my like lightning in a bottle moments now I look back and I'm just like, what the fuck was I doing, bro? You know? So you gotta let him cook.
Same, I agree with them. Uh I would get what are you demoitis or whatever what you guys would call it.
Oh
Where
yeah.
like
Demoitis.
we would do like the first or second version of a song and I'd be like, this is perfect. And then now like when we have like version 50 and you listen back to version 2 and you're like, what the fuck is that? Like that
Just
does
the same
so yeah,
song.
let him
Is this
cook.
the same
Yeah.
shit?
I
True.
mean, like,
I hate listening to albums and then like there's 2 or 3 bangers because you can tell they cooked on them, and then there's just like fucking 5 fillers.
Filler
Like,
song,
what is the
yeah.
point of this? Like, I'm gonna
Oh,
skip
fuck
these
that.
every time.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, like one thing that that like working in the studio kind of taught me was yes, you like sometimes you just have to draw a line under something and going, that's done. Like I was saying in the first podcast actually, that you know you could reach a point where you go, yes, I could keep mixing this, and it might sound different, but would it sound better? Like that's like sometimes but like you say, you gotta let it cook.
what's that saying? You never finish a mix, you abandon it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very nihilistic.
The first like death metal album I ever mixed. So I would mix it 5 days a week, and then once a week, the lead singer, who was also kind of the producer of the band, who was like at the forefront, would come in the studio, and then we'd sit for like 5-6 hours, and we'd mix together and stuff, and we'd change stuff. That first track took like 3 months to do, and I was just like, you know what? Let's just draw a line under that now. It's been 3 months. We've got 4 more tracks to do. What are we doing? So yeah, sometimes you really do have to go, that's done. Let's just put that to one side and let it simmer. And also just like ear fatigue, just listen to something over and over again. You come back to it the next day and go, what the fuck was I doing the last 2 hours? Yesterday was a waste of time. Yeah.
We just actually
I feel like a lot of what we do too is we get a lot of the nuanced shit out of the way pretty quick, and then we spend a lot of time on like the potential of a song. Like we when Cam drops off a baby via Stork in our OneDrive or our fucking Google Drive, and we're looking at it, it's complete. We could release it, but it's like true, but it wouldn't be like Mia. It would be it would be Cam,
it be
which is
Timothy
fine.
Johnson
Cam
Jr.
It would be Timothy Johnson Jr., aka Stickbug. So
aka Mr. I'm
Reference,
not
bro.
gonna say
do I
that.
still have that?
Mr. McDangle beef.
Mr. McDangle beef.
aka Mr. McDangle beef, aka
Fucking Christ.
Got him.
Absolutely.
I don't even remember how that came up, dude.
I don't remember either.
Also, the first first reply I got from the email, it said Mia. I didn't click straight away that it was Miamorii. I thought I was talking to someone called Mia. and then I replied and I went, "Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm so stupid. Jesus."
I mean, that's understandable.
True.
And then I think I joined the Discord and I saw the Mia thing and I went, yeah, that makes sense. All right, so this is going to be definitely a lot more quick fire. So I'm gonna pick someone at random and just fire a question, and then I'm gonna move on to the next one. So let's start with Cam, the song you're most proud of right now.
Welcome to My Hell. That's my favorite. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely love that track. Kyle, any song that you struggle to listen to?
From us?
None. Cool.
No.
This is actually a perfect one for Rena. The emotion you write from most often.
Confusion. Is that an emotion?
I'll take it. That's fine. And then back to Cam. The emotion you avoid writing about.
Happiness.
Cool. Back to Rena. The part of music making you secretly Music making. Oh yes, that is right. The part of music making you secretly love.
Gain staging.
What?
JBL plugin.
JBL plugins.
Maybe the
Melodyne.
amount of fucking Melodyne. I do fucking love Melodyne. I'm not gonna lie.
It's really useful. Yeah.
It helps. Yes. Oh, it helps so much. The fucking stupid memes. I know it sounds, because it can be like we're doing something and it's like, oh Jesus fucking Christ, but at the same time it's so fun. If that makes sense. Like we'll be working on a session and Kyle will go way into this tangent of like, oh, did you hear this one song? And I'm like, dude, I gotta get off in like 20 minutes because my son is like, Mom, I ain't gonna be done. And Kyle's over here just fucking.
True.
But it's always a
Strategic
good
ear
time. It's
breaks.
fun. Sure.
Yeah,
Strategic
let's
ear
go with that.
breaks. And Melodyne.
Melodyne.
Mr. Correct.
Yeah. And then Kyle, any part that you dread every time you come to it, in any live or just anything to do with Miamori that you go, I'm gonna do it, but I dread it.
I got a good one. Having to go to sleep and stop working on something.
Oh, that's a good one.
This guy all the time is talking about, he's like, I waste half my fucking day sleeping. Can you imagine what we would put out if I didn't have to fucking sleep?
True. It pans
cracks
out,
an
and
energy drink.
I averagely sleep 3 hours a night, so it's like I fucking waste so much time. A nap.
And then the last one is just a question for all three of you. We'll start with Cam. The moment that you feel most yourself.
Moment I feel most myself. Oh. I'm sure when we play shows, it'll be like just playing live, like expressing myself. Moment I feel most myself is just hanging out with them. You know, especially whenever we meet up. Like, sure, we work on shit, but like, we just kind of like, especially last like Michigan meetup, like Kyle and I stayed up till like 3 a.m. one night and like kept slowing down our songs and just fucking with that. It was so funny. You know, we just have fun. We're just like a little group of friends. You know.
Nice.
Ultimate memers.
Yeah. And then Rena, how about yourself?
Probably also there a few different things I would say give that same feeling is like Cam said, when we meet up. Also though, like just when we're all on Discord working on stuff. And when I'm recording and I can tell it's a good take. Like that's the best feeling ever. Like if I do a scream take and I'm like, fuck yeah.
Nailed
It just feels good. It feels right. It feels 100% just boom. Good feeling.
Nice. And then Kyle?
Fuck yeah. I forgot the question. What was the question?
The moment you feel most yourself.
Damn. It's hard not being myself. Probably when I come up with some dumb shit and they let it fly. That's dope.
Can I
Hell
tell
yeah.
them about
Gunshot.
the intro to Bodies?
We gotta take that out. Yeah, oh yeah.
So I walked out my front fucking steps one time, and the steps were covered in ice. I walked out the door, and we have a ring cam, so this caught all of it. Walked down the steps and just slip and came down right on my back, like the middle of my back on the steps, and it was like, and then I let out this weird noise, like just a.
We still have the video somewhere?
Oh, probably. But, and then, yeah, Kyle chopped up that sound from me falling and put it in the intro of our new song. And complete with the and everything.
Nice.
So
It's now
he
it's
just-
now
It's
an
immortalized.
impact. Yeah, it's a staple for us now.
Don't
And
worry
you
about
know
your
what's
dog.
funny?
Put the link
is
in
like-
the chat.
Yeah, I sent it to them and I was like, so this is how my night's going. And Sierra, I think Cam was like, "Oh my god," and Justin was like, "That's diabolical," and Sierra was like, "Are you okay?" Something, and then Kyle's like, "BRB, I'm making new impacts for the song," and I'm like, "That motherfucker!" Like,
Yeah.
I knew it instantly that he was putting it fucking in there.
It's so
Fucking
funny.
hell, but
It's
there's
dope
so
though.
many.
It's a dope impact though.
It worked out good. I was like, "Yeah, okay." My back hurt for like a week after that, but worth it. There's a lot of little things like that though in our songs, just little
You've got to do it. You've
hidden
got to do it.
gems, I guess you'd say.
True.
I mean,
There's so much
yeah,
time
like,
I fucking
I mean,
just grab the most random shit.
yeah, like one of my favorite stories from Slipknot was the eyeless intro bit. Well, no, it was the chorus, wasn't it? You can't see California without Marlon Brando's eyes, and I was just taken from. I think it was Corey walking down the street, and this in LA, I think it was, and this like drugged up guy was running down the street screaming, "You can't see California without Marlon Brando's eyes," and he was just like, "That's going in the fucking song." Like, let's fucking go. And he went to the studio and just put it down and was like, "This is it, and that became the chorus for that track. Like, just
Wow.
yeah.
I love that song.
So, such absolute banger.
True. Being
okay,
a concept band, we have to like strategically meme in our songs. So I think the biggest meme we have currently is a community reference in Splinters. I think that's the biggest one we got, but it works. Community is like my all-time favorite fucking TV show. That shit's so good.
Community is a great show, absolutely great show. Definitely, like I put off watching that for years, and then finally watched it. I was like, okay, this is amazing. Like, I can see why all the memes come from and why everyone loves it. Like, yeah, it's fantastic. All right, so we've got 3 more games. If you guys are up for playing some more games,
Let's go.
Let's hit it.
So let's start with Kyle. A song or artist people would never expect you to love.
That's kind of hard because I listen to everything. I post about the most random shit.
I know what it is.
Please answer for me.
The Wiggles, bro.
Oh, true. That would be it. I do fucks with the Wiggles. I do fucks with the Wiggles.
That's the one.
I didn't grow up with them myself per se. I was a Barney kid until my mom. I think it was my 5th birthday or some shit. My mom got a guy in a Barney costume, to come for my birthday party, and I had a traumatic event. Yeah, and I fucking cried, and I refused to watch Barney from there on out. But my brother and my sister are both 4 years apart from each other, from me. And so once my brother was young enough, he was in the Wiggles, and then he got old enough to get out of them, and then my sister just started getting into them. So there was like a Wiggles household for fucking 10 years. It was everywhere you went. It was just fucking toot toot chugga chugga.
Go spaghetti.
No, they used to be in a band. I think they were called the Cockroaches. They were in a college band called the Cockroaches, and then they went into they were going to school for children's education, I think, in Australia, and got a gig at a TV show doing the Wiggle stuff, and then just transformed a lot of Cockroach songs into Wiggle songs at the beginning.
Wow.
So it's like kind of like Beatlesy, kind of like alt rock stuff. They just changed lyrics out and made it into kids songs.
Yeah.
I never ever expected a Wiggles deep dive, and I love that.
True.
I love it. That is like, I might make that the title. Kyle loves the Wiggles.
True. my brain don't work too well. Wiggles catchy, very good. At least old Wiggles.
So you mentioned Barney there. Are you guys aware of Mr. Blobby? You know
what
that is?
Google
Mr. Blobby.
Mr. Blobby.
Mr. Blobby.
Yeah, and this is a kid's character, and this is
Was this
like
the fucking 2 Girls 1 Cup thing?
No.
Oh hell no.
That's
What the hell is
horrifying.
Blobby.
Mr. Blobby.
My god, that's like a
yeah, there it
sleep
is.
paralysis demon.
Hell no.
That is a demon from another world.
How
not
the
only that,
fuck?
not only that, like at some point watch some clips, because the shit he would do was just like that would terrify kids. Like,
were you raised on that shit?
This is the first thing that came up for me. You guys are not gonna believe this.
So no, I
This
was
is the
not brought
first
up on
fucking
Mr.
thing that
Blobby,
came up.
but I did see it on TV, and I wasn't offended. But then again, I watched my first horror movie at like 8 years old, so nothing really bothers me. But yeah, and
Yeah, I'm a pussy.
Yeah, horror movies scared me up until like 3 or 4 years ago. I used to not be able to I would watch a horror movie and then I would be like terrified all night, but now I like creepy pasta stories, no sleep narrations on like YouTube, and I'll just fall asleep to those. But the
Nice.
ones that actually fucking get me are the ones where they're like in like stuck in a cave or they're buried underground and they can't move, like that claustrophobia. My heart actually will start pounding listening to those stories. But if it's about like demons or ghosts or murderers, I'm just like, I like this. It's nice.
They
Good
carved out her
night.
eyes. They carved out her lips. They carved off her nose. What's that fucking meme from Family Guy?
I don't
I don't know, actually. I
Yeah.
don't know that one.
But yeah,
So-
that Mr. Blobby though,
Yeah,
Nope.
no,
That's
nightmare
fucking
fuel.
horrific.
Nightmare fuel. So we'll go to Cam next. A non-musical thing that inspires you more than it should.
Huh,
If
a
you have
non-musical
any.
thing that inspires me. Fuck, that's a good one. Non-musical thing that inspires, just like in general in life.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a probably bad answer, but watching ASMR videos or like power washing videos, I see that shit and I'm like, if they can be productive, I can too. And I go clean my room and shit.
I wish that would work for me. It just makes me want to play like Power Wash Simulator.
I have that game. I bought it on Steam.
It's sick. It's dope.
That's a good game. I mean, yeah. I mean, like like how I learned to build my own computers and solve my own problems was PC Building Simulator. Like I just played that for.
Was it really?
Yeah, yeah. Like I played that for like 2 weeks straight, and to the point where I hurt my shoulder actually. And then realized that you can use a controller. I was like, oh, I'm dumb. Jesus.
We can cut that part out. It's okay. We'll fix it. Someone has to know.
Kyle will never edit that out. No, they'll stay in.
Represent.
He won't let me get away with that. So that's a really good answer as well. Actually, that is a really good answer. Because yes, I enjoy watching like power wash stuff. It's just something about it. Rena. So again, if any questions come up that you just don't want to answer, that's fine. You can just say I'm not answering that. No problem. So your go-to comfort habit when things feel heavy.
Go to comfort habit when things get heavy.
Safe for work. Safe for work habit. Got him.
Got him.
Okay, I will if I'm like real like mad. It depends on how heavy, like the heavy. Like if I'm angry, I like to clean. I don't like to clean, but something about being mad and cleaning, it's like
You were cleaning the whole time we were in Michigan. What the fuck were you mad about? Hold on.
you throw shit away, you know what I mean? Because when you're mad, you're not like, oh, this little thing that I got 8 years ago that's cute and I don't use it. But when you're mad, it's just like, fuck this, going in the garbage. You actually get shit done. But if it's like sad heavy or like overwhelmed heavy, I just like to fucking get like either a Diet Coke or like a beer and sit on my butt and watch YouTube videos or listen to music or listen to creepy stories. Just yeah.
Nice.
Overload of dopamine, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then back to Kyle. Something that instantly pulls you out of a bad headspace. Like just like instant. Like I feel better now.
Oh fuck! I don't know. You're gonna have to teach me. I'm still trying to find that one. Holy shit.
That's a perfectly fine answer as well. If that's where you're at.
I've never really had like a, oh wow, I'm better now moment. It's always the opposite way. It'd be like, oh, I'm having a good day, and then I hit my toe 4 times in the same spot of like 15 minutes, and I'm like, I
Motherfucker.
am gonna call the funeral home right now. I'm done. I'm booking my plot.
Let's go this one to Cam actually, because I think this is a good one for someone younger to answer. The worst advice you've been given about music.
Worst advice I've been given about music. I've gotten a lot because we're like, oh, you're in a metal band, good for you, honey. You maybe one day you'll get a real job and shit. But worst advice I've gotten, a lot of like everybody wants me to go get like a music degree, and I'm like, okay, that would work if I'm like doing like performance stuff or like gonna be like a fucking band teacher or some shit. But they're like, that would help you with what you want to do. And I'm like, I don't really know about that. I think it'd be like a waste of money personally. But I get a lot of hate for not doing that. Um, from family and stuff. Shout
I
out
feel like
family.
I feel like it would benefit you if you did like a fucking 8-year thing. Like if you go for 2 years, you already know all that shit. It's gonna be a fucking waste of time. 4 years even, maybe it might be a waste of time. You'd have to go like fucking deep.
That's like a commitment though, you know what I mean?
True.
And that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
also
exactly.
true.
And I mean, we're already on the track to like be doing what I want to do. So I'm just like, I think I'm chilling. But that and a lot of just everybody's like, why do you write sad shit? And they tell me to not do that. And I get like, it's kind of surprising the amount of like kind of be a man that I get where they're just like, why are you
Yeah,
sad or
man.
mad and shit? And like, I shouldn't be like expressing that. I get a lot of hate for like the way I dress and like, God forbid I like paint my fingernails or some shit. So I don't
I
know.
think my nails are
2026, Cam. Express yourself however the fuck you
Yeah,
want.
bro, the fuck.
Absolutely.
But
That's
I still
the,
got my toenails painted.
without me, dog, what the fuck?
True. That was for a wedding 6 months ago.
Dude, they just stay on there forever.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah,
If I
it's,
paint my toenails, it's like gone instantly. What the fuck?
The
I
fucking
have it
acrylic,
for
dude.
6 months.
The gel.
Oh,
That
okay.
shit.
Yeah.
It just cooks on. It's part of your DNA now.
I just
Yeah.
have little glue-ons right now. Whee!
Nice.
Because my nails are horrible, dude. They're in horrible shape. And I was like, I'm tired of looking at these ugly ass. And they keep breaking because they're so weak. So I was like, I'm just going to make them even worse by slapping something pretty over top of them.
There you go.
Anywho.
Yeah. I mean,
True.
yeah, that's such an old, outdated way of thinking. It's just like, and as you guys will be aware, there's so many movements now about men's mental health and stuff. It's so important that everyone, no matter their gender or where they are in life, expresses themselves. Like I feel like that's a basic human right to be able to express yourself. Like that's what we should all, try and do. And,
Especially in art.
Go on.
Yeah. Especially in art.
Especially in art, yeah.
Oh, especially in art. Yes, absolutely.
And like, who fucking cares how you dress? Like, or what you want to, like, I don't know. It just makes me so angry when people,
Yeah. I got so much hate for like my earrings and shit. Like, I like dangle earrings, and like I've got these bad boys on right now. And like, the second, like, especially like if work people will see me out in public and shit, and they're just like, what the fuck? You're emo? And I'm like,
dude, I'll dangle with you, dude. I'll get some dangles. We'll be dangling boys.
Do it, bro.
You guys are diddling and dangling.
Okay, well, we can cut that though. That could be cut.
we can cut that.
Shout out, Diddy.
Yeah. Fucking the first Miamorii controversy, thanks to Rena. Yeah. Accused of diddling.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, damn it.
YouTube documentaries. Who is being diddled in me?
Who's being diddled and where? Okay, and then so last question for this bit for Rena. The best advice that you ignored at first.
Best advice, go for it. I ignored that for so long. My parents bought me a drum set. They bought me a guitar. Like, they wanted me to be in music because I wanted to do music, and they encouraged it. You know what I mean? And I was always just too shy or too lack of self-confidence that I just never went for it. So, yeah. Go fucking for it. If this is what you want to do,
I'm
try.
happy you didn't, because now you're here. God knows where you'd be if you didn't.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Oh,
but
that's another thing. Yeah. Like, I just want to say that I like that. I always, I like saying or like thinking about things in the like how people have like regrets. Oh, I wish I would have waited to have kids until I was done with school, or oh, I wish I would have done this sooner or done that sooner. But like the way I look at it, had I done anything different at all at any point in my life, I would not be right here. So as much as there's things that, yeah, it sucked, or yeah, it was a bad, or maybe it was not my best decision, it still led me to where I am right now. So I try, that's a good point, Kyle, is I try not to like be like, oh, I wish I would have went for it sooner or whatever, because no, I don't, because now I'm here. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And, like, it's one thing to look back and, maybe have regrets and things and go, oh, if I'd done that. I mean, it took me a while to figure out my career. Like, I wanted to be a footballer, and I was doing that, and then got badly injured. So that was the end of that, which took away all my other careers that I was wanting to do. I was gonna join the Royal Air Force, and that's one thing that I started to do training on. And then that same injury stopped that as well. But that led me to this career, into this life, into meeting all the wonderful people that I've worked with and stuff, and has allowed me to meet a lot of my idols, which happened this weekend. And it's just like, it's one thing to look back and go, yeah, I could have done that, I could have done this, I could have done something else, but actually this is amazing, and you take what you've been given and roll with it, man. Like, just absolutely take it as far as you can.
True.
Yeah.
My one of my coworkers last week asked me out of the blue. She's a little older. She's 60, 70, and she goes, "What, like, do you have any big regrets in life or whatever else?" And I'm like, "I'm sure I do if I think about it enough." And then she goes, "Well, like, if you did it again, like, what would you change or whatever?" Just like, because we're bored at work. I'm like, it depends if I have hindsight or not. Like, if I know the outcome, of course I would change shit depending on like what's profitable or what's like what I want. But if I relived life without knowing I lived life already, I'd make the same fucking mistakes all the time. Well, the hindsight's crazy. And that's what makes it feel bad too, is because now you have the knowledge of the outcome. And it's like knowing the fucking ending of the movie before you go into it. Like, it's, you get spoiled. So it's a completely different situation. I'm gonna go into situations in the future and be a fucking dumbass, and come out and be like, well, if I was smart, if I had hair, then I would have fucking known. But,
and then
so
the last,
this is being human.
So the last bit, and this, that's all right. So this is less of a game, but more of just a. I'm just going to throw these out there, and then people can answer. So the biggest misconception people have about you, either as a band or as people.
Uh,
That we're not AI.
We've gotten a lot of people. It's like, this sounds like it's AI.
This is fucking AI, bro. We have a whole mix breakdown of one of our songs on our fucking YouTube channel, and people are like, "This is just fucking AI, dude." You just link it to them, and like 10 question marks.
That's sort of a compliment because it's that good that people are, oh, this is AI. I was like, no, they're just that good. Like,
Yeah, we're
Hell no,
too
it's just
fucking
fucking-
polished.
bunch of introverts in basements, dude. That's what we're fucking. God damn.
That we're not Spirit Box.
It's not Spirit Box or Poppy.
True. I love that. I love the first time they're like, oh, girl up band? Oh, she screams? Spirit box. Puppy.
Mhm.
That's it.
I actually like it. That's a compliment, bro.
I don't
compliment,
mind
sure.
either. It's just, it is funny. It's
For
very
me, it's
because like
how long in the song they wait to say that. If it's
Yeah.
instantly, if they listen to the first song and 5 seconds in, they're like, oh, spirit box, because it's like female, and that's as far as deep as it goes. Yeah, they have a guitar and a female. Then I'm like, bro, this is dumb. But if they're like halfway through the song, they're like, oh, this riff reminds me of Spirit. I'll take that shit any day.
yeah.
yeah.
Sorry,
go on.
Sorry.
No, you carry on.
I was just gonna say
Sorry.
I about died one time because, and I know it's different for everybody, because of like algorithm and whatever, but like I had put on one of our songs on Spotify, and then the next song that played was a Bring Me the Horizon song, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, like we're
cool.
linked in with them. But it's just
Nice.
because I listen to Bring Me all the time. I get that, but it's still cool. It's cool to hear like us, and then like another time it was a Spirit Box song. It's like it's cool to hear us and then like a big fucking band. So it's like we're in there. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Bring us on the
Yeah.
road. Bring me.
True.
What?
Anyone actually.
Actually
Bring us
met
on
Bring Me a few times.
The next time you meet any cool people, I will give you the right to be our manager in that moment. Actually, I manage a band.
Hey,
You want?
yeah, I mean-
yeah. What I have a. man, you might be interested in. I'm actually
Our
managing them.
unpaid manager.
Yep,
Like,
You could just be like, hey, manager here, and we're locked in. Done.
Well, if you guys ever make it over to the UK, like I work in a venue, and we are currently looking to. So basically, our seating is a problem because we're a seated venue. The chairs do come out, but because of more issues than I have time to go into, we currently can't take them out. Really, it's not safe, and we can't really put them back in. So seated, we have, I think it's 836, including the balcony. Whereas when we do like when we used to do like big band shows, we would take it out and you get like 1,200 standing. One of the things we want to do is get bands in, because we've only had 2 bands in since I've worked there, which is coming up 3 years. Which was Shawadi Wadi, if you know who that is.
Absolutely not.
No idea. That's fine.
It's the coolest fucking name ever, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and the Suite, which so you might recognise Ballroom Blitz. Everybody, Ballroom. Yeah, the Suite, which we had last December, which was very cool. The one surviving original member was there playing guitar. I was just like, this guy's a fucking legend. But they were all seated. And we get a lot of tributes through, and we really want to expand back to having bands through. Like we've had a lot of, I mean, I can't think of any now off the top of my head. But, we've had a lot of bands, and they would bring bands touring with them and stuff. And definitely wanted to do that again. Like when I went to see Ginger on the weekend with Unprocessed, like that, the standing in that room was smaller than our venue standing. So I was just like, we could probably book them at our venue in the future, like let's go.
Sure.
So yeah, once you guys hit it over to the UK, I'll be like, I'm gonna get on to the booking agents and be like, book me Miamorii, book him in, and then I can get you guys sorted. So fucking let's do that.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Best case next year, worst case never.
Yeah. Well, that one of our, I don't know if you know, we won track of the month for November with Illuminate Me on BSB TV, and one of our packages, or one of our little prizes that we got was like a radio thing, but I'm pretty sure it's in the UK, so
Everything's on the UK.
you might be hearing some Miamorii on the radio, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Awesome. Good. I mean, one thing that I've heard a lot of bands say is like the UK crowd is just different. Like at shows we're very active, and if you talk to us on stage, so this is a good note. If you talk to us on stage, we will fucking love you. Like we will absolutely be like, these guys care. These guys are interacting with us and talking to us, and we'll eat that up. So you will gain fans just from interacting with the crowd. Like that's a massive thing in the UK.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Huh.
So the next question is something that you've grown out of creatively, so something you've sort of moved on from that you feel like you've evolved beyond, if that's something that's relevant. If not, I'll go to the next question.
I don't think that's relevant for me. I'm still doing dumb shit.
I've moved on from the I don't latch on to a song as soon as it starts sounding good, if that makes sense. Like on the 15th-ish mix, because I trust the process now, and I know that when it's done, it's gonna be fucking way better. So I guess that's something that I moved on from, is like expecting to call it as soon as it sounds good. If that makes any sense, or as soon as it's sounding good.
So as soon as you pick up on it, you'll go, okay, I know that when I come back to this later and it's been mixed a bit and we've got the cohesive song, you'll go, now I'm going to start writing, now it's going to be like so levels above where it was, sort of thing. Yeah.
My influences have changed actually a little bit, even since we've been playing together. So I don't know if it's going to be apparent or not when we start rolling our new stuff out, but especially early demos that I made. I don't know, my voice is so high, my bad. But
getting over What
Yeah,
did you have strep?
Yeah.
Or you?
We can all just
Rena-
raise our voices,
Man,
match you, so
strep-
you're not weird.
strep
Hey, guys.
Sucks.
Yeah, Rena and I both just had strep, so
Oh, Jesus.
it's
Horrible.
rough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
but
The next song, a lot of it's tracked with her having strep. I'll let you listen to
yeah,
it
it's
if you want.
insane. It's actually insane, dude. But
Yeah.
basically, I'm just getting into like I'm okay with the weird shit now. You know, because I used to be like, "We're fucking up the song, bro." But like now, it's like, yeah, this is sick as fuck. Let's get it. You know. So,
Nice. So yeah, and it's nice to through the kind of writing and producing process to kind of figure out what you want to hear and kind of how that makes you happy as you go along. That's
gotta be
really
different.
Cool. Yeah.
I don't think anything is recorded with strep on this song.
You already heard it. Never mind.
It was welcome.
Yeah, the one you heard already. A lot of that was recorded with her having strep.
It's insane, dude. And she was like, "Hold on, guys, give me a second." She goes and like drinks some tea or something, comes back, just
Blows in the
destroys it,
corner.
bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
What?
Before every take, I would go, and then I would sing.
Okay, so well, thank you for playing those little games with me. That was awesome. So sum up what the next sort of 12 months to 3 years of Miamorii looks like in your mind's eye at the moment.
It's exciting.
My answer will probably be drastically different from their answer.
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah, now I'm
My
curious.
answer is we continue to put out singles, right? We cook on at least an EP a year. We start putting out short stories, books, alternative media. We start touring. We get some sick fucking music videos. Maybe like at least one super sick video in the next 3 years. Like super CG, comp stuff, fucking nutty shit. I had something else, but I don't remember. Just growth.
I was expecting it to be bad.
Oh no.
'Cause you were like,
What do you
it's
mean
so
bad?
different.
I'm already past the 27
mean.
club, so I can't die. I can't
That's
join
true.
that.
True.
I'm not.
So I would say same thing.
I'm gonna
other-
fucking die.
One of us is gonna have
Rip and
an overdose
scratch.
on drugs. One of us is gonna leave and no. I guess same answer. Other than I don't know how the fuck we would pull off a huge ass music video. That's the only thing that was like,
CG.
ooh, what?
CG.
Well, yeah, but like, who
Funny.
who
You
gonna
stand in
be
front of
doing-
a screen. That's what I'm saying. Like that would be a crazy goal. Next 3 years.
Okay, yeah,
Nice.
Get a
yeah.
bunch of green screens. We hire Corridor Digital. Go ho. Make a music video.
That's really cool. So one of the most interesting things about that I'm finding about new bands is so many like yourselves, it sounds like, are exploring different ways to do it because it's been done the same way for so long. There was a tried and true way for years before the internet existed. Like, you know, you got signed by a label, you released X amount of albums, you toured every album, and then you finished your contract and either you renewed it or you didn't. And you repeat that cycle until you got too old to play. That was sort of the that's what bands did. And so the way that you guys are doing it, the way that the guys last week through with Any Given Reason are doing it is different as well. And also the ways that you two guys are doing it is completely different as well. So that's very cool. And like there's a project I've got in the works. Well, it's not yet. That is going to be completely different as well. Very ambitious. And the sort of with the advent of Spotify and all of that streaming services, all that stuff, and the way that bands now kind of take themselves on their journey. And some still get signed to labels, or they get kind of an agreement in place, and the label might pay for their tour, and then they do their own thing. And there's so many examples now of like bands like Code and Cambria who do all their own stuff now. They've got their own management company. They just do it all themselves. You've got there's a a band called Head P, who've been around for a long time. They release all their own albums. They do all their own tours. Like, you know, so kind of the old ways.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, yeah.
It just dawned on me what you said, and I was like, okay, I know.
Yeah.
I've heard of that band. Sorry.
No, fine. That's all right. And yeah, it's you kind of have to you have to make yourself stand out now. Like there's because the old PR machine doesn't really work. That old model is dying out, and I think that's a good thing. Like, you know, when my sister's band got signed to a label, they were given like you gotta hit these goals. This is gonna be your image, and you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and every little decision was like, okay, and it was just like the band was starting to move away from where it started, and because I was their roadie, drum tech, and everything else that I did for the band, I kind of saw from the inside how it was a process of them being eaten away at by the label. Whereas doing self-promotion and doing self-publication, and that's so easy now to do, and you know you can push yourselves. I mean, you know, like the biggest English is a language. The biggest example of that is it's not really from metal, but Justin Bieber did it for himself. Like YouTube and all that stuff is how he got noticed. He got big, then he got signed to a label, and that of course took him to another level. But you know, like I don't like his music, but I respect the hustle. Like he did it all himself. He made a name for himself, and he made his dream happen. And you know, like you guys have all the ability to do that. Like I can see it from how you interact with each other, how you talk about music, and I can hear your passion. I can see it on the screen. And all the talent is very obvious to me. So you know, you guys have every chance of getting to your goals. And you know, you guys are also realistic about it, which is very important for mental health to kind of know where you're at and where you want to get to, and just taking a step at a time. That's huge. And you know, so many people go on YouTube and they want to make their own careers, and they go, I want to be as big as, you know, whoever, and it's just like, that's cool, and that's a good goal to have, but what's your goal for today? What's your goal for tomorrow? Oh, I want to be... it doesn't work that way. So, yeah, you guys are really nicely grounded, and you're dedicated, and, you know, having your bands be, like you say, you know, you work... what's the word now? I can't think of the word's gone out of my head. Remotely. You guys work remotely, and I had no idea. Couldn't tell at all. Like it doesn't, like the fact that you live in wherever you live, it doesn't come on the videos. You're a cohesive...
States away from each other.
Yeah,
states
away.
Yep,
states
all
away.
different states.
Okay, yeah, and like, you know, it's the music is cohesive. It's well written. It's, you know, it all comes together really well. And you know, that is, again, it's a different way of doing it. It's a new way of doing it.
I think,
Sure.
like Kyle said, like we got, and how you said lucky, like you don't want to say it's lucky, but
Yeah.
we got, I guess I'm gonna say lucky that all of us work so well together, and that all of us can say we can throw out the most fucking stupid ideas, and then it's not like a no, that's dumb, we're not gonna try that. It's like, yeah, put it in, let's see it. And it's like we can,
oh yeah,
yeah. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And guess what? We just take it out and then try something different. But like all of us are able to just like work together so well like that. Yeah,
Nice.
it's cool.
Nice.
It's fun.
And yeah, again, from what I can hear, it sounds like there's like no egos involved. You guys just love making music and you make it together. That's it.
We
Which
want to
is very
make
cool.
the best thing that we can, you know.
oh yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. So that's what, like, we've been going for an hour and 25 now. So it's flown by. You guys have been wonderful. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. These guys have been Miamorii. They've been amazing, wonderful human beings. I'll drop all the links that are required below. Please go to their Patreon, subscribe, give me money, because they need it.
True. Live gear is
Musicians
not
They'll pay
always
off
need
that
money.
live gear.
Like, yeah,
True.
yeah. You know, one of the downsides is musicians need money, and the industry doesn't pay for it. So.